and today I'm going to be filming this Tumblr and Pinterest inspired room decor. That's all DIY. So I hope you guys enjoyed this DIY video. If you recreate any of these, then definitely tag me on Instagram or Twitter and I'll definitely like it. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd love to have you here. Thank you guys so much for 600,000 subscribers. This is literally insane. I love you all so much. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into the video. So the first DIY we're going to be creating are some ring dishes, and this is such a cute and handy DIY. If you're one of those people that just loses rings everywhere around the house, this is like the best DIY for you. So what you need for this is some oven baked clay, and it has to be oven baked so you can actually put it in the oven for it to harden. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking a colour palette of choice. You can literally mix any colours, but I do recommend having a lot of white so that the dish comes out quite bright. And then what you want to do is just roll them into strips and basically wrap them around each other into a twist. Once you have twisted all the strands enough, you can just bend it on itself and twist it further to efficiently mix the colours all together. After that, you can literally go to town and just mush it into a big ball, and this will just create really interesting effects and really cool patterns. Once you're happy with your pattern, you can just start rolling it flat on a surface, and you don't want it to be too thick. You want it to be about 6mm thick so that it actually bakes when you put it in the oven. Sometimes the best pattern is right on the edges, which means you will have to cut it off, so I'm just kind of bending it inwards to make sure that the really cool pattern stays in the middle and I don't have to get rid of it in the end. Once you're happy with the overall pattern, you can peel it off the surface and place it in a shallow dish. If you don't have anything like that, you can always take a lid of a pot or anything like that that you have laying around in your kitchen, and then you just want to cut off the edges with a knife or scissors. I'm just using scissors because I was too lazy to get a knife. Oh, look at my cat, he's trying to do some DIY with me. Pets and humans that DIY together stay together. Once it's all done, you can put it in your oven, and you have to carefully read the back of the packet of the baking clay and literally put it in at the heat that it says and for as long as it says. In my experience, when I put it as long as it said to put it in the oven for, it actually was too hot and it burnt it, as you can see. Keep on checking up on it in the oven just to make sure that it doesn't burn. And to finish off the whole thing, I'm just taking some gold acrylic paint and I'm just covering the edges of this all around just to give it a nice finish. And I'm also taking that gold into the actual dish itself just to kind of tie in with the skirting of the dish as well. To finish it off, you can also of course put some clear varnish over the top to give it that glossy look. However, I didn't have any, so I skipped this step. And this is the final look. I created different colours and they just turned out amazing. This next one is probably the cheapest DIY in this video, but it's so cute. All you need is some branches, a clear bottle, and some gold spray paint. So what you want to do is lay down your branches on a surface that you don't mind getting gold. Make sure your room is well ventilated because this stuff really stinks. I'm just spraying both of the sides of the branches gold and waiting for it to dry. This actually didn't take too long as this spray was fast drying. Next, we're going to focus on the bottle part, and you just want to take any clear bottle that you have laying around and you just want to wrap some masking tape around it like so. And when you spray the bottle, it will just prevent it from going underneath the masking tape, which will create that really cool clear and gold stripe effect. So when you take the masking tape off, you get a clear edge. Sometimes the spray does go underneath, as you can see it happened to me, but don't worry, you can just scrape it off with some scissors and you're good to go. So the last part is of course putting the branches into the gold vase, and I think this is such a simple yet really cute effect, and you can of course do this with any colours you want, but I thought that gold is quite on trend and it would look cool in my room. And the last DIY is some brushes holders. This is my favorite DIY. I'm so glad I made this because it looks amazing on my vanity area. All you need for this is some really cheap glasses. I got these for like £1.50 from Tesco's. And then again, you're going to need some masking tape, and you just want to wrap that around about halfway through. And I'm just using acrylic paint. Of course, acrylic paint is quite thin, so you need a few coats, and I just dried my glass between the coats so that you could get a nice opaque effect. that. And when you're doing this, you want to do it in downward strokes. I feel like this works the best rather than going around. It just looks much neater. And then when you peel off the masking tape, you get a clean edge, and it just looks amazing when you put your brushes in. This is such a cool DIY. They literally look like you bought them from a store, but you made them for so cheap. So that is all for this video. If you enjoyed this video, then definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Let me know down below in the comments which one of these was your favourite, and if you're going to recreate any of these, then definitely tag me on Instagram or Twitter. You can find them down below in the description. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!